Greetings from Kasturba Gandhi Degree and PG College for Women. We, the final year students from the Department of Microbiology, are presenting a PPT on COVID-19, the pandemic. Coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2 are the large group of viruses that cause severe acute respiratory syndrome. The first onset of coronavirus disease was reported on December 1, 2019 in Wuhan, China. The World Health Organization declared the outbreak as public health emergency of international concern 30th Jan 2020 and as a pandemic on 11th March 2020. Where did it come from? Coronaviruses are zoonotic, meaning that they can be transmitted to people from animals. SARS-CoV-2 originally came from bats, possible via intermediate animals.
Epidemiology. Epidemiology is the study and analysis of the distribution, patterns and determinants of health and disease conditions in defined populations. As of the latest information by WHO, 23,830,271 of total confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been reported in more than 188 countries and territories, resulting in 817,368 deaths. And also 16,372,968 people have recovered. The first case of coronavirus in India was originated from China and was reported on 30th January 2020. And as of latest information, India is the third highest country after USA and Brazil with the number of confirmed cases of 3,170,942, which resulted in 58,570 deaths and 2,405,047 people have recovered from it. By these figures, we can see that the total infected cases are high, but the fatality rate of infected people is low. Presently in India, the total infection rate is 98%, whereas the current fatality rate is just 1.86%. So we can see that there are more recoveries than deaths.
Classification of coronavirus. Coronavirus belongs to the kingdom of Orthonavirae, order Nidovirales, family Coronaviridae, genus Beta coronavirus. Structure of coronavirus. Coronavirus are enveloped positive single-stranded RNA virus of zoonotic origin. They are spherical to pleomorphic particle measuring between 80 to 160 nanometers in length. SARS-CoV-2 contain 4 structural proteins, namely envelope, spike, membrane, nucleocapsid. Spike, membrane and envelope protein together form the envelope of the virus. The membrane protein is most abundant, mostly responsible for the shape of envelope. The spike and membrane protein are also the transmembrane protein that are involved virus assembly during replication. Nucleocapsid protein remain associated with the RNA, forming nucleocapsid inside the envelope. The polymer of the spike protein remain embedded in the envelope, giving it a crown-like appearance, thus the main coronavirus.
Transmission. Coronavirus spreads between people through direct and indirect contact, like through contaminated objects or surfaces, or close contact with infected people via mouth and nose secretions. These include saliva, respiratory secretions, or secretion droplets. These are released from the mouth or nose when an infected person coughs or sneezes.
Pathogenesis. Pathogenesis is the development of a disease. SARS-CoV-2 enters our body through nose, mouth or eyes and travels down to alveoli in lungs. Alveoli are tiny air sacs where gaseous exchange takes place. The receptor to which spike glycoprotein of SARS-CoV-2 binds and enters the cell is angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor. This is present on cells of respiratory tract, heart, kidney, intestine and alveolar cells of lungs. Viral replication. When SARS-CoV-2 virus enters alveolar cells through endocytosis using angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor, it releases its RNA into alveolar cells. Using host ribosome, the viral RNA synthesizes polyproteins by translation. RNA replication takes place using host enzyme, RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. Assembly of viral particles takes place and new viruses are released through exocytosis. An healthy alveoli contains alveolar cells wrapped with capillaries where gaseous exchange, that is release of carbon dioxide and pickup of oxygen, takes place. There are two types of alveolar cells which facilitate gas exchange. They are type 1 and type 2. Type 1 cells are thin enough that the oxygen passes right through, and type 2 cells secrete surfactant, a substance that lines the alveolus and prevents it from collapsing. Moderate infection. In moderate infection, the alveolar sac is filled with some amount of protein-rich fluid, a reduced surfactant, which leads to reduced gaseous exchange. Severe infection. When the immune system attacks the area of infection, it also kills other healthy alveolar cells. This leads to reduced surfactant, impaired gaseous exchange. More protein-rich fluid enters the alveolus. Due to this, symptoms like dry cough, fever, pneumonia, shortness of breath are observed. After infection, two types of fighter cells are released. They are macrophages and neutrophils. Macrophages release cytokines, which leads to vasodilations. Cytokines are proteins. Vasodilation is expansion of capillaries, which allows release of more immune cells at the site of injury. Hence, protein-rich fluid gets accumulated inside the alveolus, due to which the surfactant gets diluted, leading to collapsing of alveoli, which decreases exchange of gases and cause difficulty in breathing. Neutrophils are another fighter cells which release reactive oxygen species and destroy infected cells. Type 1 and type 2 cells are destroyed, leading to collapse of alveolus, causing acute respiratory distress syndrome. COVID-19 disease not only causes damage to lungs but can also affect other primary organs like heart, blood vessels, kidneys, brain, lungs and intestines. It causes central nervous issue which leads to losing sense of smell. This virus causes pneumonia which leads to damage of lungs. Patients may require ventilation.
Symptoms. COVID-19 affect different people in different ways. Most people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalization. Symptoms of COVID-19 can be relatively non-specific, and the two most common symptoms are fever, which is 88%, and dry cough, which can be 68%. Less common symptoms include fatigue, respiratory sputum production, also known as phlegm, loss of sense of smell, taste, shortness of breath, muscle and joint pain, sore throat, headache, chills, vomiting, coughing out blood, diarrhea, and rashes. Among those who develop symptoms, approximately 1 in 5 may become more seriously ill and have difficulty in breathing. Emergency symptoms include difficulty breathing, persistent chest pain, difficulty in waking up, and bluish face or lips. Immediate medical attention is advised if these symptoms are present. Further development of disease can lead to complications including pneumonia, acute respiratory distress syndrome, sepsis, septic shock, and kidney failure. On average, it takes 5 days to 14 days from when someone is infected with the virus for symptoms to show.
Preventive measures for COVID-19. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds for every 30 minutes with soap and water. Treat your hands with antiseptic that contains at least 60% alcohol and rub it into your hands for at least 20 seconds to ensure full coverage. Maintain 1 meter distance from others, which is known as social distancing. Wear face mask. Cover your nose and mouth with bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Do not touch your eyes, nose or mouth. Avoid social gatherings. Infected person should be isolated.
Treatment. Coronavirus can be treated in few ways, like oxygen therapy. It is for patients with severe COVID, respiratory distress, and hypoxemia. Respiratory distress is accumulation of fluid in the lungs, and hypoxemia is low concentration of oxygen in the blood. Convalescent plasma therapy. It is a process of injecting COVID patients with convalescent sera of people who recovered from infection recently. Convalescent sera contains antibodies towards coronavirus, thus Antibodies neutralizes the virus, hence no infection. Remdesivir inhibits the RNA synthesis of SARS-CoV-2, that is, coronavirus. If there is no replication, the virus cycle is not complete, hence no multiplication of virus. And vaccine which are under trials. Key messages which may be helpful in the pandemic. Follow government and WHO guidelines. Behave as an infected person. Protect those around you. Be aware of myths like strong and weak strains of virus circulation in the world. Chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine as a preventive. Past malaria or BCG vaccination prevents you from COVID 19. Summer temperatures will end the pandemic. Don't wait for a drug or vaccine, break the transmission. Lockdowns are difficult, help those less fortunate. Thank you.